Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to get started with Trust Wallet, how to back up your wallet, how to receive funds, and also how to send funds. Okay, so let's just go through that, you guys, and I'll take you step by step. Now you want to go to your App Store if you're on iOS, or you want to go to Google Play Store if you're on Android, and just type Trust Wallet right there, and then this logo will come up. Okay, you'll see this logo right here, and you will then install this wallet. Okay, so because I've already installed it, I'm just going to open. So when you come here for the first time, it will ask you to either create a wallet, a new wallet, or to import an existing one. So basically you'll see something like this here. Let me go there, and then you'll see something like add wallet, right? You'll see create new or add existing. So just go to add wallet. Okay, so you'll probably see this, and you will go to create new wallet, not add existing wallet, because it's a new one. Okay, so we're just gonna tap here. So we're going to create a new wallet and see how quick it is. Very quick. You are good to go. There's no KYC here. There's no no verification of anything. I mean, you are already good to go. You have your wallet, and now you are ready to start transacting, okay, and interacting with blockchain here. So now you see the fund wallet. This is where you would now go to. Basically you'll see the different, let's go to fund your wallet. Let's just go there. Even though I won't show in this video like how to fund your wallet, I'll do that in another video. But this is where you get different options to fund your wallet here. Obviously you can do it through crypto. Okay, somebody can send you crypto, and you can do it through Apple Pay if you have Apple Pay set up, or if you're an Android, if you've got Google Pay set up, you can also buy crypto through that. Okay, or you can use Binance, like there's different exchanges, right? And then you can obviously choose the token that you would like, and all that. Okay, so these are just the different types of ways for you to fund your wallet. And also you see the all payment methods. There's also a peer-to-peer way here of funding, that P2P, and also there's a bank transfer as well, that you can use. There's so many options here, you guys. You see, you can pay with a card, bank transfer, Apple Pay, all of these. All right, so we'll look into that on another video. So now you are here. Okay guys, you've created your wallet, but now before you start receiving funds and doing all sorts of things, you need to back up your wallet. Okay, how do you do that? So you're just gonna tap on this that main wallet there, and you'll see it'll already tell you back up manually. So you can either tap here, or you can tap those three dots at the top. They'll basically bring you to the same screen. Okay, so let's say back up manually, and then you see what it's saying here. So the secret phrase unlocks your wallet. Okay, and then this is obviously kind of you agreeing to this. Trust Wallet does not have access to this key, and you don't save this in any digital format. Write it on paper and store it securely. And then okay, cool, then you continue. So this is very important, guys, because this is your there's a famous saying in crypto that says not your keys, not your crypto. Okay, so with that usually applies to centralized exchanges. So here on Trust Wallet, because it's a decentralized wallet, it's a Web3 wallet, you have access to your own keys, meaning you control your own money, your own you are in control basically. Yeah, but it comes with its own risks, right? So you have to be very careful not to expose your backup words, or your keys. You might not be seeing this, I believe, because I'm doing a screen share, so you're probably just seeing a blank screen here, but yes, you would see 12 words, and then you just write them down. Okay, you just write them down, and then let me see. I know, you see, I can't even take a screenshot, guys. This is just to show you how serious Trust Wallet is, about security. Okay, you can even take a screenshot. So just make sure you write this down. Once you've written it down, you're just gonna say continue, and then they'll ask you, for example, word 9, you must just match. Word 1, you must just match what it was, right? Because you've written it down. This is just to confirm whether or not you wrote it down, so that if something happens to your phone in the future, maybe the app gets deleted by accident, or you lose your phone, or you change phones, or your phone crashes or whatever, you are able to download Trust Wallet again, and you're able to still go ahead and use your same keys, right, the words that you got, to then get back into your wallet. If not, you're going to basically lose your money if you lose those words. So here they're just verifying that yes, you wrote it down. You have to match, for example, word 4, what was on word 4, word 9, etc. So once you're done with that, you'll just basically go like that, whatever, and then you say confirm, and then it will tell you yes. Obviously I didn't memorize the words here, and I didn't write them down, but it will tell you, okay, you're good to go, and then that's it. So now what you want to do from here, okay, you can also just rename this wallet here if you want. Okay, you can also rename it, and let's say maybe let's say Crypto Pro, for example, right? You can just rename it whatever you want. Okay, and then you hit save right there. Okay, so now we know. Okay, so this is the wallet. Okay, cool. Now let's just go back in here. Now this is the wallet. Now if you want to receive funds, if somebody wants to send you funds, okay, you would go to receive, because they'll ask for your USDT, for example. They'll ask for a USDT address, and then you just go to receive, and then you can just search USDT, and it will be either TRON or BNB or whatever. There's 107 networks. So at the top here, what you are seeing, these are different networks that Trust Wallet supports. Okay, different blockchains essentially. So you will have to choose. You see how much, look at how many USDTs there are, and all of these are different networks. So usually it would be maybe USDT BIP20 or the Binance Smart Chain. So this is it right here. Then you just copy, and then you would send this address. If we go in here, then this is the address. Okay, you can copy it, and then you send this to your friend, and then or you go to an exchange and you deposit from there, or whatever the case may be. If you are depositing from your own exchange account into your Trust Wallet, you can do that. Okay, or for example, USDT TRON. This is USDT TRON. You can go in, or you can just tap here, it will copy, but you can go in, and this is your TRON. Okay, and also just so these different networks, it's basically the same wallet address that they use, okay, per network. Okay, so each network has its own address, of course. For example, for Binance Smart Chain here, my address would be the same for all the Binance Smart Chain assets. For example, if I want, let's say, BNB, you see it's going to be the same address. So it can be anything, even Ethereum on Binance Smart Chain. Okay, you're just going to use the same. So just take note of that, because these are different. These are different networks on top. So the same also for TRON. So if I say TRON, you see, let's say USDT on TRON, USDT. So here's my USDT, you see, my USDT address. And then let's say TRON, TRX itself, same address. You see what I mean? So that just, for interest's sake. So let's say you want to send funds out. Then you would if you want to now send funds to someone else, right? Now you'll just go to send right there. So in my case, because this is a new wallet, I haven't created anything yet, or I haven't deposited anything. I just created this. Let me just change wallets and let me go there. So for example, I want to send funds out. Okay, I want to send funds to somebody. So I'm just gonna go to send, and then I'll choose what it is that I'm sending. Am I sending USDT? Am I sending BNB, TRON, Solana? What am I sending? So let's say I'm sending USDT, because they would have given me their USDT address on the Binance Smart Chain. So then that's the address I'll come and paste here, okay? And then put in the amount, let's say $50, and then next, okay? And then from here, I just confirm, okay? Confirm, and then it'll go through, and you can also just check on the block explorer to see if it went through successfully or not. But that's generally how you send crypto, okay? And you can see that you can also choose, just like we did here, you can also choose the different networks. Even if we are sending USDT, you can just currently we're on the, okay, let's just go to send again, and let's say USDT TRON, but obviously I don't have USDT TRON, so you won't see anything here because I don't have, okay? If I say TRX, I do have TRX, so that's why you'll see it there, okay? So yeah, this is how when you send. But if you don't want to be tapping on or playing around with these networks here, you can really just go to all, just leave it on all. By default it's on all, so you can just leave it on there, and then just search the asset that you're looking for, and then just make sure though that it's the correct network that you are selecting. And that's basically that. And in another video I'm going to show you how to buy crypto, okay, like I said in the beginning, using Trust Wallet. So because there's lots of options here, like I mentioned. So, and of course, yeah, this is to swap. If you need to swap, USDT to BNB. And what I like about Trust Wallet also is, it's across networks, okay? It's across networks. You're not just restricted to just one network. So you can swap from USDT on Binance Smart Chain to, let's say, USDT TRON. So this is what I like about Trust Wallet. It's interoperable. Really, it's interoperable amongst various chains. So that is amazing. So yeah, you're not just restricted to one chain. And even with swaps, you can do like multi-chains as well. So that is that, you guys. I'll make another tutorial on Trust Wallet and show you different features. And in the next one that I'll be making is about buying crypto using Trust Wallet. So I'll see you on the next video.